everybody, welcome back to the channel, The Model Building Corner. I'm Joe. So right now it's Wednesday. Right now it's Monday, I think about 11 o'clock. The first part of this video is going to be what I recorded yesterday afternoon. I went out to the store yesterday afternoon to grab some soda because I was out of stuff to drink, and there was people at the convenience store buying up cases of water, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then as I'm driving home, I'm noticing people are boarding up their windows, and some houses are already boarded up. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I better get home and put on some news and see what's happening. Because I don't watch TV when I'm here. I'm on YouTube or working on the models. And so I was out of touch all weekend. And then all of a sudden, it's like, holy cow, this storm is coming. And then I seen, of course, obviously, we got the Chris from House of Plastic. Giving a shout out and concern for all of us Florida builders, and then Ed did the same thing, and I was like, man, this thing might be worse than I thought. So I got to work this morning, ran a load, and they're like, no, go home. Storm's not gonna be here till Wednesday. You gotta prep, you gotta do this. I mean, they're taking this one serious. So on my way home today, I stopped and I filled up my gas tank, and bought a case of water before they were all gone, and got some non-perishable foods in case I run out of lose power, which I probably will. But in the meantime, I'm home now. Went to Monday afternoon through Thursday, and then if it's not too bad, I can go back to work Friday. But if there's no power, we're not going to work. So that's a bummer. But obviously, thoughts and prayers for anybody in the Central Florida area, all you model builders out there. I know there's quite a few of you. I won't remember everybody. I know we got Tim over there on the coast from Rat Daddy Studios. We got Ed down in South Florida. We got Chris from Chris's House of Plastic over there in Lakeland. He's just a little north of me. And I know I'm forgetting a couple of others, and I know there's more out there. So, hopefully we make it through okay. But in the meantime, I've already done whatever prep I need to do, and so I'm just going to sit here and build until I lose power. So let me get you in here. I'll show you what I posted. Not what I posted, but what I recorded yesterday. And then we'll continue from there. So stay tuned. By the way, I got my rims done. Got the tires sanded. Rims painted. Mounted. I'm going to check my stash and see if I got any decals, because I don't like just plain old black walls, but if that's all I got, it's all I got. Let's see. Set this over here. Here's that interior tub all dried with my wood grain somewhat. So that's good. Alright, so I am going to mix. So I got a lot to do besides just the body, so I'm going to mix quite a bit. I think what I'll do is, instead of mixing 10 mils like I normally do. Oh, this cup's already marked. I'll do 7.5, and I'm gonna have to tweak the mix till I like the way it's spraying, because This Createx paint is so thick. To me, it reminds me of oil paint coming out of the tube. Let's see. See how thick it is? That's a good looking blue, man. That is petty blue. So, do I want to use my Mr. Color Leveling Thinner? Sure. I think it's going to take a lot more than a 50-50 mix. But that's where I'll start. Alright, I'm ready to go. Let's pour that all in and see where we stand. Yeah, see, it's real thick at the bottom. Just throw it in. Golly, that's thick. Let's say just a little bit more. I think it's still too thick. I'm just gonna add a little bit more because I think I feel like it's still too thick. Not much. And we'll see how the spray out works. If it don't work, then I start over. Simple as that. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. That looks like the consistency of the MCW when I spray it. Looks like the consistency of the primer and the Tamiya. That so far have all been like 50-50. This thing seems like it's like 30% paint and 70% thinner. That means it'll last a long time. Alright, let's see what happens. The operating pressure set at 20. Let me give that a minute. Alright, this is acrylic, so it's dry already. Let's see what the tip looks like. Perfect. Alright, so we'll let that go for a second. I don't know why I touched it, but spraying nice. I like it. All right, let's go with the third coat. All right. Ooh, when I spray, I'm gonna have to put that on. All right, let's go over to the bench and see what we think. All right. It's obviously a transparent color, so good thing I reprimed that car and didn't leave white spots. So I mean, for the most part, I'm happy with it, so we're going to start spraying parts. Start with the underside of the hood and the underside of the little scoops there. Alright, so I just want to start out with a very light coating. We'll go from there. Getting inside all these little nooks and crannies is kind of tough, but we got her. I think there's only one thing left to do. Blow it off. Do this first. It's still spraying good. I'm just afraid to pull the trigger all the way. I'll show you. I just want this first coat to be nice and light. Not that I know what I'm talking about, but oh, look what I did. But I watched J Hart, Justin, and I tell you what, you can learn a lot from him. Dang it. Why did I buy gloves, you ask? So they could take up space on the shelf. I don't know how much of this is going to be seen, but these cars were body colored. They were blown out everywhere in body color. So I'm just going to play it safe and get as much as I can. Alright. So all the edges are done. I'm gonna have to put some more paint. Do the body. I just wanted to look at this real quick one more time. Coat 1 is in the books. Alright, I've already put the second coat on all of the other parts. This one I wanted to record this one. So, let me set this over here. Two down. Two to go. It's looking pretty good, I think. And it's only my opinion that matters. Alright, so you guys got to see the car getting painted. Obviously it needs a clear coat now. I taped off the vinyl roof because I didn't want to get a bunch of clear overspray on it and have either the semi-gloss black look different or just not adhere good and take the texture of the vinyl, so I went ahead and taped it off. I went ahead and I put the scoops on for the clear coat. So what I'm going to do is initially everything is going to get one coat of clear coat. The engine bay, the chassis, that's all going to get at least one coat because it shouldn't be that flat, but it also shouldn't be very high gloss. So everything will get one coat, and then the car will get, I don't know, what, 3 or 4. So we'll go from there. The only thing I have to spray is the MCW clear, so that's what we're going to be doing. Because I'm not going to rattle can it. Okay, let's see what happens. I hope I mixed this right. The trickiest part on painting this vehicle was getting around the wing. But I'm going to put some clear in the airbrush and see if it works. Kind of looks thick, but I guess we'll find out. Well, it's spraying. I'm assuming I'm going to do this the same way and just build it up. Spray it just like I would a paint job. Have I never sprayed clear through my airbrush before? I had to, because there's some missing out of that bottle. Get the wing. So I'm doing the body first, so that by the time I get done with the other parts that I'm just going to hit with the one coat, the body should be ready for another coat. And I'm assuming I'm just going light with this one, just to build it up. What the heck is that? So I got a feeling this Createx paint is going to suck it right in. It's really hard to get this trunk with the wing in the way. Alright, so I'm going to set that aside. So let me fill up my cup. And this one I'm going to go heavier and hope I don't get no runs, no hits, no errors. Let me get the wing. The underside of the nose. Okay. Let me get this part of the wing. Alright. Body. Alright, let me let that tack up and we'll hit it again. Alright, so here goes the third coat. Might be all I have enough for. The hood's caught up to the body. I did that off camera. Alright, so we have a clear coated car. Is that a run? No, it's reflections. Holy smokes. So that is 3 coats of MCW clear with the Mr. Color leveling thinner and the enamel hardener that I had to bang off the cap. So the bottom of the car has 1 coat of clear so that it's not too shiny. The hood has caught up with the body. What else? The core support was looking kind of dingy, so I did hit that one more time. The underbody where you can see that through the chassis. So, and then Joe's got to clean this brush out real good. Now I didn't want to put clear through my new paint only brush, so I used the same GHAD 39 that I spray everything else with. So it worked out pretty good. I'll tell you, I don't mind the Createx paint. Well, I'll tell you on the upstairs view. Okay, so like I was saying, I really don't mind the Createx paint. And I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a petty blue, because don't forget, petty blue is also corporate blue, and it's also the blue engine color. And even the 440s, unless they were a high performance, they came blue. Oh, it's 5 o'clock already. My meds alarm is going off. So, so if you guys want, I mean, it looks perfect to me. If anybody's interested, it's WO87 Wicked Opaque Daylight Blue. Focus. Anyway, so I just got to remember next time, don't mix 50-50. You're only going to want 30% paint, 70% thinner. But it's sprayed beautiful. Now, as far as doing all the coats of paint itself, I was checking my tip in between and during, and anytime I seen a little blue drying at the bottom of the cone, I went ahead and took it off and I cleaned it. So I never had a problem with tip dry, not once. At the very end, I mean right as I finished the last coat of paint, it started to skip a little bit. So whatever was, and then so after I was done, I took it apart. There was dry blue paint on the needle itself. So I'm assuming that's probably what that was. So once I broke it down and cleaned it, I sprayed the clear through the same thing. The clear, all 3 coats, no issues, no tip dry. I didn't have to take the cap off or nothing. And it sprayed beautiful the entire time. So I've had this acetone. Terry Sanders told me to buy it, that and the thinner, and I kept forgetting what you used the acetone for. So I guess after you're done cleaning it, you rinse it through with the acetone, and it does a great job. So I sent the picture to Don, the guy that you're gonna meet on Sunday when I feature him on Model Cars and Coffee. I sent him a picture and I'm like, "What do you think? Another coat?" And he's like, "How many is that?" And I'm like, 3. He says, "You gonna wet sand it?" And I was like, "You're funny." I don't wet sand paint or clear. However it looked from the factory, although that looks like 100 times better than factory paint right now. So, I mean, it's not a perfect paint job, and my paint jobs never are. There's always flaws in them. I got a cat hair in there. I meant to try to pull it out with a tweezer because I noticed it on the first coat. It's in there. That's fine. And maybe it'll change as it's drying with the leveling thinner, but I did see a couple of what looks like little dots. I mean, not orange peel, I mean tiny, tiny dots. So maybe that's gassing out. Maybe that'll go away. But, I mean, other than that, I mean, you got to be looking at it like this in order to see it. So, Yeah, I love it. Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode. Again, today's Monday. I got the whole day off tomorrow. The people in the main house were trimming trees. So they came over and we trimmed the tree that's hanging over my house. And so we're good to go. And hopefully the storm is not going to be too bad. But again, all my fellow Floridians out there, whether you're a modeler, a channel guy, or a resident that just happens to be watching me, please, anybody in Florida, stay safe. Use your brain, okay? No generators in your garage or in your house. I mean, obviously we should all know that, but you hear about it every year. People dying from carbon monoxide poisoning because they had their generator in their garage. So, yeah, let the thing get stolen. It's better than your life. So, everybody have a good one. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.